In a scathing rebuke, India's Ministry of External Affairs has rejected Canada's Foreign Interference Commission report, which painted India as the second most active country in foreign electoral meddling after China. New Delhi has fired back, turning the tables and accusing Canada of chronic interference in India's internal affairs, creating a breeding ground for illegal migration and organized crime. Now, the Ministry of External Affairs statement read, and I'm quoting here, "We have seen a report about alleged activities on purported interference. It is, in fact, Canada which has been consistently interfering in India's internal affairs. This has also created an environment for illegal migration and organized criminal activities." It further adds that we reject the report's insinuations on India and expect that the support system enabling illegal migration will not be further counter-nuanced. Now, while the initial report from May 2023 identified China as the most sophisticated foreign interference threat to Canada, the final report has claimed India had followed suit, engaging through diplomatic channels and proxies too. According to the Commission, intelligence suggested that shadowy figures may have covertly funneled money to Canadian politicians in an attempt to sway elections. But India clearly is not buying Canada's Smoke and Mirrors Act. Tensions, as you know, have been rising ever since the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused India of being behind the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar back in 2023. It is a claim that India has vehemently rejected as absurd and politically motivated. But diplomatic ties have since soured, as we have been extensively covering, with India expelling top Canadian diplomats and calling back its own. But in a scathing rebuke, India's MEA has rejected Canada's Foreign Interference Commission report, which painted India as the second most active country in foreign electoral meddling after China. My colleague Maha Siddique has been tracking the finer details for us. She joins us live at the moment. Maha, the MEA has rejected Canada's report on election meddling, accusing now the Trudeau government of consistently interfering in India's internal affairs?
That's absolutely right. In fact, India's response came pretty quickly, where India said that it not only denies these allegations, but also said that, in fact, it is Canada that has been interfering in India's internal affairs. And this is an argument that India has been, in fact, holding not from the Nijjar issue, but from the time when the farmers' protest took place. And you remember that Prime Minister Trudeau at that time had made a statement, and that time too, India had said that Canada should refrain from making any comments about India's internal issues. So this is the response of the Ministry of External Affairs now to this report that has been put out, this report by the Commissioner, Hope. And this investigation or inquiry has been carried out for almost a year now, Parmeshwar. There were 100 witnesses whose testimonies have been recorded in this. And this follows a report last year that came out in June, which was by the intelligence watchdog in Canada. This report tones down some of the points that were made in the earlier report, but still holds China and India as two of the responsible parties for having allegedly tried to interfere in Canadian election process. And it, however, said that the outcome of the elections were such that they could not make any impact on that. However, after this report, India, as we have just pointed out, has responded to this, saying that this is something that is that India denies.
As always, Maha, thank you so much for joining us with the lowdown.